Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Twitchy Tuesdays with Simorgu. That's me. Dr. Boombox. How's it going? Alright, how are you? Hey, Skunk. How's it going? So yeah, Skunk, it took me a couple tries to get that yesterday. I tried it 2 or 3 times before I asked for your help, and then I finally got through it. So, got my hat, which means I can no longer have to wear the heavy armor, which means I can use the medium armor proficiency stuff from the enhancements, which gives me extra PR and MR, so I'm good to go. Good stuff. So hey, this is Charlan here, and I am on my 12th epic pass, 12th epic life. I've got 11 epic pass lives. This will be my 12th. Therefore, after this, I will have epic completionist. Yay! So that's what I'm doing today, as far as I know. I'm going to do all that. Yeah, I know. That guild is ridiculous. That's why I have a separate channel for guild stuff, so I don't have to worry about it. No problem. The important thing is I got my hat. I'm ready to go for Friday. Finish our shroud flagging and then do whatever else. So the hat shifts my radiance lore from my heavy armor to the hat, so now I can wear a different armor. So I can wear medium armor and then use the enhancements in, was it Enlightened Spirit for medium armor? That lets you have no arcane spell failure and plus extra PR and MRR. That's why I wanted the helm. I didn't really see what was in it, Dr. Boombox. Do we know what's in the patch yet? Other than the Defiler of the Just tweaks that they're making? Where was I going? What was I doing? I had a thought about something. I don't remember it now. So let me just get started running some stuff and get that out of the way. I'll do my usual rounds, and that way I can pay more attention to chat that way. Why? I already have what I need now. I don't need to worry about it. It's all taken care of. And that lets me put acid lore, and potency in the main hand slots. Besides which, I have that upgraded orb that I got, so it was really just for the radiance lore. That's really all I wanted to have for. The fortification is nice, just that means I don't have to worry about it in another slot. But really, I wanted it for the radiance lore not being on the armor, so I could switch to medium. That was the big thing for me. I was tired of half my spells failing or whatever it was. And then those 3 points that I put into reducing the arcane spell failure went over into improving medium armor and reducing its arcane spell failure. So it's a win all around, I think. I'll be happy to log that build on and show you what I've got at some point. Or we can just do it on Friday, whichever. I've been trying to figure out what else I need to get at around level 20. I found a couple things, but I need to farm the commendations from the Clerics and Evening Star to get that set. That set bonus looks nice. There's a couple other things I'd like to get to do that. Kind of depends on how fast we level, though, because if we're going to level too fast, might as well not worry about it and just worry about getting the 28 gear, which means running Defiler of the Just a couple times. Hopefully after lag clears. So we'll see. Cool. Oh, did I forget to change the... Hold on a second. I knew I was going to forget to do that. I thought about... Yep, I'm still on. Hold on, let me change that. I forgot to change it back from Friday. Awesome, Gemini. Welcome to the stream team and all that. There we go. Now I'm on Thelonus. Yeah, Skunk, I'll log on to Caneth later, and we can do some of that. I want to get Shaw here at least one level tonight, which should be fairly simple to do. One step, one level more towards Epic Completionist. Be awesome. Yeah, I saw your new schedule, Gemini. Did you like change work shifts or something? I didn't quite catch what you were saying yesterday about all that. Quarry Forged, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit the other day. I think I did the first backpack space. Yeah, I think I've got 4 now, which is a little better, but I wanted the 5th. Hey, Bad For You. I just need to get a portable hole somehow. Welcome, Bad For You. Thanks for joining, everybody. Looking forward to hanging out and playing some DDO tonight. Honest moment, I might change the cans at some point. Fun schedule, Gemini. Welcome, everybody. Gemini is now part of the stream team. He will be streaming, was it Wednesdays at 6? I thought it was. Oh, that sucks, losing Sunday. But I saw you're not doing a not DDO day anymore, so you'll still be doing DDO most days of the week. I need to do some bank space as well, Skunk, because, yeah. Well, I got my shared bank, which, you know, I've got all the... Thankfully, the shared bank unlocks in every server, so I've got plenty of shared bank space. There's some, like the gear that I'm not using from the Morning Lord starter pack I'd like to store in the bank. See, on my morning lock yesterday, I solo breaking the ranks on Elite, Heroic Elite, which I was pretty happy with. It took me maybe 5 tries, and I ended up having to use hirelings because there was just so many mobs. I needed something to occupy them a little bit, and I need that stupid, useless healer. Oh, that cleric, level 20 cleric YO is an idiot. But hey, Titan, what's up? But yeah, I still want some stuff. I'm actually not as bummed out about starting up characters on other servers as I thought I would be. I found some fun groups to play with. People have, each server has kind of a different flavor to it. So yeah, it's been fun playing on different servers. I wanted the XPs. So that Stormhorns group I was in, well, it wasn't a Stormhorns group at first, it was Druid's Chain group. And then somebody said, hey, you want to do Stormhorns after that? I'm like, all right, that's exactly what I need because I need to break the ranks to get that hat, right? So, did you get your key yet, Skunk? So I got that, and that, yeah, I want that cleric set, so I need to grind the comms for that. But then none of us really knew our way around Stormhorns, so it took forever to find lines of supply, do lines of supply, and then find, no, Tracker's Trap first. And do that. And then find Lens of Supply and do that one. And then just when I was getting ready to say, we should do Breaking the Ranks next, because I want that thing, the group disbanded. It's like, oh, seriously, guys? Right now? Why did you have to disband right now, just before the one I wanted to do? So I ended up soloing it a couple times and getting the feel for it, and then finally completing it. It really made me appreciate, even though I was out killing everybody else in the group, like literally I had more kills than everybody else combined. It made me appreciate the fact that they were taking damage and distracting the enemies so I could actually get the damage in. So, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, after the group disbanded, I went and found at least 2 of the teleporter spots and then breaking the ranks to do that. So at least I'm progressing. But yeah, I really don't know that Stormhounds or those quests very well. It was almost cluster. Thankfully, we made it, but only one person had a hireling. None of us had evasion. All those traps were... Ugh. Nah. Nope. I disagree, Dr. Boombox. In my experience, it's Utter Dark, Chain. That's all you need. Utter Dark, Chain. Yeah, downtime tomorrow for the update. Hopefully they'll fix the Defiler of the Just lag so I can actually complete that stupid raid. So excited to complete it, especially since some of that gear is just drool-worthy, for a Morning Lock in particular. I'm not impressed with Cone. Use chain, do a little bit of kiting, and you're fine. Everything's good. I made some progress on my web app to track characters. It's not ready for public consumption yet, but it's getting there. I got all my Pharlan characters on it. It's doing pretty well. That's what I find with a lot of stuff, is that it disrupts my chain timing, which is really ridiculous. You have to stop and wait a second for your chain to cool down, then you can do something else. It's kind of bizarre. Most other abilities kind of queue themselves up, or they'll trigger after your current ability ends, but not so with other stuff in chain. Now see, that I can respect that. Using it because of the thing. This is my 12th life. I have to complete this life first. That's a good question, Skunk. I look forward to hearing that answer. Although I have an interview tomorrow, so I probably may not make it. Probably won't make it. Yeah, I only have 2 stacks of enchant weapon, so this is my 12th life. After this, I should get that extra slot, which will be fun to have finally. Yep, welcome to the real world, Titan. That's what the rest of us have to deal with most of the time. Stupid work and all that. That's cool. Look forward to seeing how that does, Skunk. Hello, let me up. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Did I get that stupid? Oh, I didn't get the stupid thing. Alright, you lions are cramping my style. There we go. Seriously, Giant. Seriously. Come on. Alright, let's lay into this Giant here. He's being really annoying. So our guild group failed at Abbott another, I don't know, half dozen times the other day on Sunday. And yeah, Titan. You have to kill the marks anyway, and if you kill him, then he doesn't get regen as fast. So it's easier to kill him first rather than going directly for the Giant most times. So after the ridiculousness of Abbott, we went and did Turmoil Delirium and failed that. It was an all-fail guild night. Static group. We finally got through the tiles puzzle. Which, you know, with the SO and I sitting next to each other and being able to see each other's screens, you think it would be easier. It's not. It really isn't. Yeah, we got killed in the mirror room. Well, we got killed a lot of places in Terminal Delirium, but the mirror room really... Does that thing ever stop spawning in that mirror room? Because yeah, we had way too many spawns to deal with. None of us have really done Terminal Delirium like more than once or twice, so we were all trying to figure it out. Yeah, there were champion mind flayers, champion eyes. We were doing heroic elite, so there was plenty of champions mixed in there. Some champion gargoyles. And we're doing everything at level. Well, obviously we're a little bit over level for Abbott, but we're finally at a point where no matter what we do, it's going to be rough, I think. The top tier heroic quests are really difficult on elite at level, especially for first lifers. I know I had something like 12 or 15 deaths in Terminal Delirium. We just kept running into, oh, look, there's a champion Medusa. Oh, look, there's a champion whatever, Mind Flayer. Oh, they do so much more damage. Yeah. Yeah, Prey on the Hunter's like that. Come on, Contessa. Let me buy you a drink. I want to like those quests, but Hmm. I don't mind. Well, I don't know. I guess that you have a point, Gemini. I don't mind that similar abilities in different trees of different classes are going to be, if it's sort of like an off skill, it's not their primary skill, I don't mind it being more expensive to gain that. But I can also see your point where these other classes get it. You're at a different tier already. Why not just make it the same cost? I see that. Oh, did I not have that on? Oops. Make sure I get my buffs on before I forget, since I obviously haven't been remembering all them all. I've been playing that Morning Lock so much. Having to walk up to stuff and punch it is on my monk, or swing at it with my axe on the fighter here is a little bit jarring. I don't know. I've never messed around too much with pallies or favorite souls. Like I said, my main has always been, I've loved playing cleric. Cleric's been where it's at for me. Just not in DDO. Still haven't found a cleric build that I like in DDO. Any other casters around? There you are. Just go rogue mechanic. Ha! Nice, skunk. Ollie 2013, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. I don't know if there is an Uber Trapper guy in the forums or what, but it's pretty much just rogue mechanic, as far as I understand. See, I can't get anywhere with my cleric solo. And in groups, it's a heal bot. Everybody is fine with that, but if I try to damage anything, it just laughs at me. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Echoes of the Ancestors stance. I thought I told you that last week. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh, where to go next? Let's just go D for a bit. Oh, there's Endless King's Forest Slayer on Pharlan if anybody's interested. We were rocking stuff last week or Friday, yeah, it was Friday. On Deneith, that was fun. We had 3 warlocks going. We were just rocking through stuff. Just finish our shroud flagging this week and see if we can get a couple more items up. Be good to go. It's been a breeze leveling up that Morning Lock. Check with your employer. They'll do things differently. Usually it's some sort of weekly or every other week, but they all do it differently. Potentially. So you thinking great crossbows on that one, Skunk, or repeaters? Because I hear that great crossbows are awesome now. And hopefully less loud than the repeaters. So I'm playing my already, I love the damage and the number of hits I get with great crossbows. I hate the volume level. It's kind of ridiculous. They've always been just really loud. I don't quite remember how loud Chain was, but I really remember because I hear it all the time. Because every week in our static group, we have an RD that uses that. Sounds like an interesting build. I'd like to try a great crossbow build at some point. Yeah, exactly. Gemini. Welcome, Robert Elite. How's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. What did I not do? I forgot to kill somebody? Or I forgot to loot the thing. I forgot to loot the chest, didn't I? I get distracted with chat and I forget to loot the chest sometime. That is indeed what happened. Yep, I went to there. Isn't Barb supposed to have enough stuff that they don't really need evasion? Not that I think I complain, but that was kind of the point. Oh, I haven't turned my graphics down. Black Loch is lagging me something fierce. Oh god, yes. Trappers need gear. You need the most gear you can get for your level. All the gear, all the time. Yep. I got so much hate on my first life rogue before I had the gear. Which I want to give a shout out to client side again. Thank you for that gear donation to help my rogue out. It helped so much. But yeah, people's expectations for rogues, even if your first life, is ridiculous. So if you group up, yeah. Be prepared for hate if you can't find anything or miss something. Even if you're first life and under-geared and you tell them that, they're still, oh, your build sucks. No, my build's fine. I can't do anything more for my build. What I need is gear, and I'm first life, so I can't get it. And don't count out not just your regular bonuses, but anything that gives you plus to your deck's skills. Like I'd go over to my rogue here in a second and show you my gear and give you an idea of what I'm talking about, but I'm sure everybody understands what I mean. You want to have the highest stat items you can have for those skills. You want to have the highest boost you can have for those skills. And then you want to make sure that you have every available bonus that you can get for those skills as well. Forgetting to rain on their parades. Greetings, BPAC91. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're doing well this evening. I think when you talk about the best build for Epic solo, you're going to have people say what's their play style. Something that's survivable that fits their play style is going to be the best. Of which there are several options. Most people are probably going to say something with Paladin in it, I would bet, still. Then again, we were talking about right. If you want something like it, go Monkshire. That's going to be the closest thing you're going to get to what you had, probably. I mean, this is my character that I solo epics with. So, I do not really recommend it for doing that. I don't do epic elites very often. But if you just want to solo epics and be survivable, this works. But it has, 11 past lives to work with, epic past lives to work with as well. And I probably could upgrade my gear a little bit better for things, but it works most of the time. Cool touch. Interesting. Once I hit 22 and get Thunder Forged out, I can probably solo EHs if I'm more careful than I usually am. That's the other thing I like about this build in Epic Normal is I can just pretty much just walk through and not really worry about anything. I can stream and pay attention to chat and do other stuff and not really worry about it. Whereas if I was in EH or EN, I'd have to pay a lot more attention to exactly what's going on instead of just, I'll get through it eventually. It may take 3 hits instead of 1, but eventually it'll die. Not a big deal. Yep. Gear is just critical to most builds. Some, of course, more so than others, but my Morning Lock build really needs that gear to be effective. Without it, it's kind of sad. Robert E. Leeds. Depends on what you want to do. I know Queen plays a rogue level 28 first lifer and she just keeps it at 28. That's what she enjoys doing. I have a rogue that's 27 now, I think. And then I'm probably going to TR. Once I cap out, get both an epic and heroic past life, and I'll probably go iconic from there. I'm going to lose my halfling dragon mark healing, but figure something out. Depends on what you want to do. Yeah, I mean, if it's your only character and your only epic character, then I would say don't do it. It's always handy to keep a character at epic, just so you can farm for stuff that you need to, or have them flag for everything. Try out the new content, that sort of stuff. It's good to have somebody, at least in epics, if not capped. But aside from that, I mean, whatever you feel like. If you want to go into the heroic TR grind, then go ahead and do it. At this point, I have not heroic TR'd any of my characters. And I really have only epic reincarnated this character. So this is my most powerful character, I would say. Yep. It's just handy. Having somebody around to get that. Plus, if you run out of cash, your epic character is going to get cash a lot quicker than your other characters. For the most part. And, when you, I want to run that shroud, or hey, I want to run that with somebody, or there's a group up for that, I want to do that. Then it's just really easy to pop that character out and go to it. I mean, the other good thing is favor. If you keep one character epic, you can do the favor grind. So actually, I don't know where I'm at the moment. I should look at that. So I'm still at 4792 favor. Almost to that 5k to get a +5 tome, which is very handy. And you can see that I've done most of the quests. I'm missing a few raids, a quest here and there. But for the most part, I've done everything on Elite where possible. And I don't sit at cap very long with this particular character. So, yeah. Actually, I'm going to swap here for a minute. Let's bring this on. I'm going to hop over to Deneith. Bring up my Morning Lock. Yeah, welcome back, BPAC91. I also, well, I've been playing for probably a year and a half-ish continuously now. Before that, I had a 2-year break. Before that, I played for a while. And then before that, I had a break, played for a while. So this is my longest continuous playtime, I think, since I started. I started in the free-to-play realm. All right. This is my morning loch skimming above the water on Deneith. Woo. There we go. So it's going to come on Deneith now, if you want to link that gear. And I lost my chat window. There we go. That's cool. I still want to do a thrower build at some point. I imagine being somewhat like playing a thing here. Actually, let me... There, that'll be easier. That way you can link stuff. Character sheet popped over my IRC window. Nice, skunk. So this is my morning loch. What am I at now? 254 light and alignment spell power, 198 acid spell power, 24% spell critical chance on light. I do not have an acid lore item yet, or else that would be better. And quick dip to my enhancements. So this is what I did with my enhancements on this. I just switched the Elven Accuracy and the Arcane Fluidity out for the Shape Vestments and the Medium Armor Proficiency. So the concept here is you go up, Tainted Scholar, get Tainted Lore, you go up obviously the Blast Tree, because why not? That's your main damage source. And then you use Utter Dark because it's evil, which is alignment spell power. And since you're a Morning Lord, Cleric, you get these light spell power and critical enhancements that go with it. Get your Eldritch Power, and you go over to Light and Spirit, and you get this plus 3d6 light damage at scales of spell power. You get this plus 15 light spell power, and yeah, all the charismas. And then dip into Solar Eater just for the 5 universal spell power. That's the only reason you go into that. And that's really it. You don't go into anything else, even though you have a couple of the trees available. So unfortunately you have 1 level Cleric, so you can't get Heretical Lore, which is really nice. But your Iconics, you start at 15. Your gear you start with is all alignment based, so you get good alignment and charisma from that. I just got the Sage's Skullcap yesterday, which gave me the Radiance lore. On Friday, I got the Blazing Sun to drop, so it upgraded my orb. I've got a Loot Gen Corrosion Scepter, and I can get rid of those gloves now. Banded Light gives you charisma. Your Undeniable Truth Belt gives you evocation focus. Healing Amp's always nice. Let's see. Got my resistance there. I put Vitality Medium Armor on. Constitution because you need hit points. That's a weak link, that ring. I would like to put that with a different ring. Ooh, let's see what we have here. You can't dual wield orbs though, can you? No, it's offhand only. So that's 78. I already have 84, and I already have an orb that gives me 90 radiance, which beats my 84 on that. So I don't think I want the Wizard's Ward. However, I'm somewhat tempted by that scepter club. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like fun, Gemini. Dance them and then put a star through their head. How hard is your crafting, Skunk? So I'm wondering if I could get... Because my acid lore is already 84, so I'm losing a little bit of acid, or my acid, or corrosion, sorry. Acid spell power is already 84, so I'm losing a little bit of that. However, that critical hit chance is awesome. Of course, I could potentially get those epic rock boots if I want to do challenges. And that would help both of those too. I guess I'll take that scepter and try it out and see what happens, Skunk. Yeah. It's not really enough crafting to do that, especially for Unbound. Thank you. So I'm going to try this scepter out and see how that does. $22 critical chance, that's still good. So anyway, there's a couple things. Obviously, I'd want to fill in my gear set, but for leveling right now, considering this is on an off server I don't normally play on, and pretty much this character is, what, 2 weeks old? I feel like it's doing pretty well. Anyway, I just wanted to show that off. I'll go back to my home server now. And thank you, Skunk, for that. Dual shield. That'd be funny. That'd be fun. Walk around punching people in the face with a shield. That would be hilarious. A shield from the left, a shield from the right. Shield uppercut. Yeah. Gear is funny that way. Oh, I was gonna... Crap. While I'm switching characters, let me switch back to... I'm staring at a wall. Well, I'll bring my rogue on later, since I already have Shaw back on to go over some of that gear, but yeah, I'm really happy with the Morning Lock build. Oh, look, there's a Stormhorns group up. Vaughn 1 through 4 on EH. That sounds like fun. Let's do that. Oh, it's lag wipe. Cool. There are 3 warlocks in this group, so I anticipate this going really quickly. Oh, there you go. You need a buckler throwing build. You actually throw your bucklers. That would be awesome. Be like mini Captain America. Smacking people with one of them and then flinging the other. I would guess that I have to run to catch up to these guys. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Hey, Iron Hands, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope your back's better and all that. Yeah, they are. Not bad, not bad. Somebody's already in the arena. I am trying to catch up. Oh man, heavy food day. We went and dropped the dog off for daycare and then yep, had Thai for lunch. Oh, it's a family-owned place and they were gone last month. They went back to, all right, Gemini, see ya. Thanks for stopping in. They went back to Thailand for a visit for a month, and then it's the first time we've realized they were back and went. And I ordered what I usually do, which is shrimp lunch special thing. And I usually order it as a 10. Their scale is 1 to 10. And it's usually not bad, but today, whew, I don't know if they got reacquainted with, wow, spiciness while they were out in Thailand or something, but man, it was way hotter than I expected. It was delicious, but whew, did not quite expect that much. Tentacles everywhere. Hey, baby Jesus, how's it going? Doing well this evening. Nice to see you on stream. And then for dinner, before the stream, I went out and had Mexican. And ooh, man. Delicious, but again, a lot of food. No, it was definitely not reroll. I like my food spicy, especially when I'm in the mood, to the point where if it's perfectly spicy, like it's the exact right amount, then just as I finish that last bite, a single tear rolls down my cheek. That's how spicy I like it. That's perfect for me. And this one, that single tear rolling down my cheek happened in the first or second bite. It was quick. And I only had water to drink, and I was kind of regretting that choice. I wanted something like milk or something to help kill that spice. Whew. A friend of mine famously ordered Thai hot at a place. And yeah, it was one of those things where just being in the same room with the food made your eyes water. And there's, of course, the tie revenge that you get sometimes, which can be all sorts of no fun. Yeah, it pays to be a little more conservative when you're out of town or have something to do that same day. Pays to be just a little more conservative. New restaurant, you know, you're not sure how it compares to your normal and all that. Got places to be. You can't be stuck in the bathroom all day. Oh, I missed my Thunderforged. It's the second rune. Then I want to go. Is it this way? I always forget which way to go. It doesn't look like anybody's been this way. Probably gonna have to get up a bit here and have a soda or something. Today's been one of those days where I just got up early and I've been go, go, go. Got some stuff done, went to the store, all that. So, been kind of going most of the day, and it's nice to not go for a bit. I think it's this way now. I don't remember. Yeah, it seems right. Go up here and go left. I think I'm gonna go have a soda though in a minute. Whew. So I'm almost at 100k. I want to get at least 300k, which between this and a couple other things shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, skunk. Not having your key is just kind of ridiculous. Especially since you can teleport out of Evening Star, you can't teleport in. That's just kind of dumb. Hey, turbine points. Cool. That's awesome. Didn't expect that. Why would we not just go back this way? There is something to be said for having that utility. So that's why actually I went against my build that I posted on the forums a bit and got teleport and greater teleport as part of my warlock spells just for ease of moving around. Yeah, I know people use scrolls and all that. I just never got into the habit of using scrolls. Ideally, I'd have a Royal Guard Mask or that new item that does teleport. And just use that. It's hard to go back without it, though, after you have it. Now here I don't have enough UMD, so I'd have to have something with a clicky. I think on my Caneth Morning Lock I actually have both Featherfall and Underwater Breathing. I took it on Underwater Breathing because there wasn't really anything else I wanted to take at level, and I was wearing heavy armor, which was really slowing me down. And some of those quests have long swims, so it seemed to be a good idea to have Underwater Breathing available. Also being an off server and didn't want to commit to spending cash I didn't have. I really want to get the Sun Soul set for my monk as well. It's a lot of comms to grind. See, Gemini's up and running now. Well, that was nice. Sometimes I wish I could save the combat log and go look at it later because I don't really have time to do it right now, but I'd like to see what all damage I did that. Not much to say about this one. I mean, it's Fawn 3. I run it quite often. And yeah, it's a quest. Yes, please run over to next to each other so I can cleave you both at the same time. It's an excellent idea. Thank you for thinking of it. Oh, look, red name's in. Got this seal for the warding shield. That's cool. Yeah, it's really annoying Have to switch to a melee weapon to break doors down as a warlock. Seriously, guys, come on. Why does my evil damage kill doors? Okay, I've tagged it. I don't know where it is. But I have tagged it. Oh, it's way up there. Somebody got it. Lag, 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 lag. Lag, lag, lag. Loving the lag. Tentacles was really handy in breaking the ranks, let me tell you. That was pretty awesome. Till I ran out of spell points. Do you have to reflag for what goes up? Because I need to run it at least twice to get the items I want. I want the Sage's Ring and the Guardian's Ring. This is ridiculous. Oh, finally I got damaged a little bit. Finally he's on me. There we go, that's better. I mean, what goes up is the end of that chain. I just don't remember if you have to flag by running everything again or not. I wouldn't mind finishing all that stuff on Elite and then running it on Hard, maybe. just to get that first run bonus, make it worthwhile. I've run 3 of them now, I think, on Elite. And one of them I got no. Oh, didn't finish telling that story, did I? Anyway, so we ran Tracker's Trap, no problem, and I capped, and then we went directly to Lines of Supply. I'm like, but I'm capped. What the heck, guys? So yeah, so I wasted all that XP. First time Elite Bravery bonus, all down the hatch. Adamantine. +5 keen returning. Sure, kind of bloodletting. Yeah, I think I will at least take a look at that. I need the big quivers to go on sale. That would be nice. Alright. Inventory cleared, I can finish the chain. Well, finish the next quest, I should say. Alright then. Love it when they leave their pet there for that. Is that chunks? That was chunks. You know, I was going to look at and see if I had enough chunks for anything, and I completely forgot to do that. Thought I was going to sneeze there. some point I should check to see what epic stuff I can make. Just it'd be nice if there's an easier way to do that. Hey, look at that chain doing its work. Ooze beater time. I really need a better ooze beater. Should craft one at some point. That was cool. It was there, now it's not. Actually, I have a smiting, don't I? I should be using my smiter. Doot. And well, that was on 1 through 4. We have a little bit of an explosion here, and bridge lowering. It's the first time while no one's jumped over. And just like that, I'm ready to level. That was ridiculously quick. Oh yeah. Yep. Chain is detrimental at some points. I've had to turn it off to not kill things, but for the most part, it's going to be awesome. Especially in those situations where you do have to kill multiple things at once, or within a few seconds, or whatever it is. Yep, yep, yep. I'm going to take my level here real quick, and I'm probably, yeah, I'm going to take a break after that. So quick level, and then a short break. I don't know why I went this way. I need to go the other way. And I'm going to get away from the fountain because that's really annoying. Go back to the ship real quick, and then I'll take a break. I'm going to say it's going to be about 10-ish minutes. Need to walk around a bit, get a soda, walk the dog, all that stuff. So yeah, and then I'll be back to play more. I may log my rogue in, see if we can get some progress on my rogue. I may come back to Shaw, I don't know, we'll see. But thanks for sticking around, and I will see you again shortly on the other side of this short 10-ish minute break. Alrighty. I am back. Let's go ahead and switch characters here. Go ahead and bring my rogue on. Yep, 27. We were talking earlier about rogue gear, and like I said, I didn't have very much rogue gear. Being a first live rogue, I really hadn't farmed for any, didn't have any from another character to give or anything like that. And then streaming one Saturday, and client side decided to help me out here. We were talking about builds and stuff. So the key thing here is this Skullduggery kit that gives you +2 exceptional bonus to disable device and search, and also +2 exceptional bonus to open locks. Those are the kind of things you want to look for, not only your normal stats and your normal skill bonuses, but things like exceptional skill bonuses for stats and things like that help a lot to just help pile that stuff up. I mean, I've got a spyglass, of course. It's always going to be useful. Do I still have those? Yeah, I still have the Assassin Initiate's Leathers, which for an assassin, it's really hard to beat. 10% armor piercing. It's got a heavy fort slotted. Sneak attack +3. All that stuff works together to make it really... There's Ring of Shadows, which helps. Gloves of Nullhide, Open Lock 13, Disable Device 13. All that stuff helps. Also helps with some Backstabber's Gloves. That's Deception, Sneak Attack bonus, and Bluff. And let's see if there's anything else I have. I might have some other stuff that I swapped out, but the main point being that, yeah, I was going to mention that next skunk. As of course, talking about First Life Rogue, you're not going to have it, but Green Steel is going to be even better. You're going to get better bonuses and stuff like that. +6 to skills and stats and all sorts of fun stuff you can play with to get in there. But even just this stuff, these a couple items really made a huge difference. So if you have to pick up something, I'd pick up Assassin Initiate's Leathers, the Skullduggery kit, Spyglass if the cove's up, Gloves of Nullhide help. All that stuff is just going to help. There's some other items that are lower level or higher level, different levels, but those are the kind of things you want to look for as a rogue, because that stuff is going to really save you when you're on Heroic Elite or Epic Elite and just not quite there on your skills yet to get those really high level DC traps and locks and such. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. Yeah, all that stuff's available. Of course, you should have your plus int, plus whiz, plus dex, plus reflex, or plus what's it called? Resistance for getting through the traps and all that. Lagwhite's doing the Pharlan Carnival chain now. Interesting. I unfortunately don't see anything I can really do here that I want to do with my rogue at the moment. So I think I'll switch back to Shaw. I do find my rogue to be not soloable most of the time. I really prefer to have a group. I probably could solo some things, I just don't do enough damage at the moment. Need to get some better weapons. I'm using the Sacrificial Dagger and the Blade of the High Priestess, which is great for level 20 and 21, but now that I'm level 27, kinda underpowered. Underwhelming. Good point, Iron Hands Whisper Chain works well. I did have that in mind at some point. Problem is that my knowledge of gear is not encyclopedic, so I look sometimes like, oh yeah, I should get that for that character, and then I not play that character for a while and I forget about that item. I don't get back to it. So recently, since I've been doing mostly Morning Lock stuff, I've been looking up a lot of Radiance lore and Radiance, Corrosion, Acid lore, Evocation stuff for my Morning Lock. Kind of forgot all that stuff that I wanted for my rogue. And to a certain extent, my fighter monk here could use some gear upgrades, I'm sure. Okay, so we got 21, ideally 22 is where we get Thunderforged. And a really big boost to DPS at that point. So I am going to go out to Evening Star, run the Druid's Chain. Because it's quick and easy and fun. Yeah. I've got Blur from the Ring of Shadows and Ghostly from the Cloak of Night, so I really don't think I need Whisper Chain for those particular things. I know I was looking and it was hard to find something else that had armor piercing. Oh, yeah, thanks. I was doing so good too. I switched characters multiple times and didn't forget it, and then I finally forgot it. Oh. Yeah, Tire Revenge. Whew. Love that map resize. Blorf. I knew it was a mistake, but I went ahead and did it anyway. Outbreaks 23. Yeah, I should probably be able to handle it. I think I usually wait till I'm 22 to do that. We will go ahead and try it. Oh, I forgot to grab the key. Yeah, get out of my way. I want the key. Oh. Yeah, I'm a bit unsettled from my food still. Hey, Kenny's. You know, I think you're right. I should look that up. Back off, dog. I knew there was something else that had it, but I hadn't pursued yet. And if black scale armor, then that's cool. However, there was something that had it. But it's a pretty rare thing to have. It's not like you're going to find it on Loot Gen. On the other hand, I'm probably going to end up TRing my rogues, so I won't be high level for too much longer. Unless I grind out destinies, which who knows, I may or may not do. Come here. Come on, jerk. Come here. You're just gonna be a jerk, aren't you? Oh yeah, I don't have my fear immunity on yet. I really want to get that planar gird. I started trying to farm for it a while back and then I got bored and stopped. Oh no, D-door, D-door, D-door. Thank you. So I'm slightly worried about that because that guy should not have been that tough. Might not bode well for this next part. Let's see. Try to keep Cocoon on so they have some temporary hit points to hit instead of my real ones. Wisps almost make me want to turn Utter Dark off on my Warlock. If it took too much longer to kill on my Warlock, I'd probably do that.